we're gonna discuss about these unrealistic expectations that is kind of like floating around, especially with people that are having hearts. We're going to kind of like focus on unrealistic expectations. Anong Tagalog nun? Unrealistic expectations. Sa Tagalog, ibig sabihin, ito yung mga, yung mga ninanais mo sa buhay na medyo kahibangan. Merong hindi realidad, hindi makatotohanan sa Tagalog. Hangarin na hindi makatotohanan. Ganon. Yan yung Tagalog nun. So if I'm wrong about my Tagalog, guys, please do drop a comment and do it in Tagalog, ayan, for all the fellow Filipinos out there. I don't know these people, guys, so, I'm just basing this on the video itself of what I've watched, and we can discuss it, your opinions, your perspective. But remember, guys, if you share your opinion, people, not all of us, will agree with it. So, just share, that's it. Nothing more, nothing less, okay? This is the thing about certain movements. There's movements all across YouTube platform. You can actually strongly disagree at one point, but it doesn't mean that everything a person will say is irrelevant. Sometimes you just have different perspective, and depending on what stages are you in your life, it could change. So just kind of like put that into perspective when you're watching this. What do they think about the unrealistic expectations that their own, how do you call that? Own gender, own people. How do you call, pag parehas kayong lalaki, diba? I'll just show it to you so you can understand. For whatever reason, I'm having a hard time explaining to you guys what I'm talking about. Ayan, sa Tagalog, guys, video to na i-share ko sa inyo. Papanoorin natin to. Babae yung nagsasalita, pero ang tinutukoy niya sa sinasabi niya is yung kalahi natin. Kumbaga yung kasarian, parehas ng kasarian natin ang tinutukoy niya, hindi sa kabilang opposite gender. So, in English, I'm gonna try it again. Oh, diba? Let's see if you can relate at some point.
This expectation to date an athlete, a musician, or whatever the heck it was, and she's on OnlyFans. You attract what you are, and I think sometimes people have a very unrealistic idea and lack of self-awareness of what they actually bring to something.
As much as it's kind of like saddening that, for example, those women that not really the type of work that you would say professional, and then you wanted to date someone that are in the, I wouldn't want to say not in your level, but at the same time, it is what it is. Diba? Yun na yun, guys. Bala kayo dyan. And then you have these expectations that you can actually get someone decent. The thing is, it's kind of like weird though. Like at this time and age, I feel like if you're an OnlyFans, it's definitely the power of social media, like Instagram influencers. So you can actually, I don't think it could be like unrealistic now, but at the same time, if you're in that kind of world, don't expect, it could happen, but don't expect that you can find a decent man as a woman if you're surrounded or if what you're doing doesn't attract those decent men.
Just because you're cute does not mean that you deserve to be with an NFL player.
Oh, I think I know where it's getting into. You hear this a lot, like pretty privilege, right? So you get used on certain conditions or certain situations that you get away with. But at the same time, just because you can do that, you would feel that you can do anything. In that kind of like standard where we're talking about physical appearances and your status in life, I think there is a lot of unrealistic expectations that you actually can see, especially this time. So I'm really happy I'm not into that dating, like it must be very, very frustrating to you guys. Well, I guess that's why we have all of these red POs and, like these types of people. Okay, let's continue.
Unrealistic expectations. She has this expectation to date an athlete, a musician, or whatever the heck it was, and she's on OnlyFans. You attract what you are, and I think sometimes people have a very unrealistic idea and lack of self-awareness of what they actually bring to something.
And guys, if you have unrealistic expectations that you observed, not just personally, but in society, please let me know in the comment down below. Thank you guys for sharing this stream. If you're not sharing, please do me a favor. Share this stream to your loved ones, people that you think needs a reality check. Ganon. True. But being attractive to your partner is more important to me. If you're not attractive to your partner, it's never a good deal. If you have these standards, like I do have, and I actually do feel I do have a strong opinion on appearance that I want to be in a certain partner. But at the same time, I'm also realistic of what kind of good looking people I could get. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is with that, there's a lot of people out there that it seems like they don't have a mirror in their house and they don't know really what are their look standards. Ang daming delusional kasi ngayon, guys. It's actually nicer if you're humble than you're so full of yourself, because there's a lot of people that can check on you. If a lot of people tells you you don't look good, that means something. And it's okay. It's okay. You know, you'll probably tell me, well, you say that because
you're not in my shoe. You don't know what I feel.
I've seen a lot of people that are actually not good looking, but they actually have a very happy life because they're not delusional. They don't have unrealistic expectations for a partner when they're lacking. We always want what's our ideal partner. We don't ask, what can we do? What can we bring to the table? If he or she does this to me, what can I bring to the table? I feel you have to be attractive to your partner. Oh, that's very important. There are certain people that's a very, very high in their kind of like standards in a relationship. Like they have to look attractive. I think it's just biological, because if you want to have kids, it's very important to have good genes on both parents. Because you don't want to have kids that they would hate their life because they lack things, for better word to say. Look into the mirror. Oh, diba? We guys, ako mahilig ako tumingin sa mirror. I think because I'm a girl. And you guys, do you have this opinion on guys that look in the mirror too much? So I just wanted to know, what are your perspective with guys that looks in the mirror too much? I was very insecure at one time. So me being confident now is what I need to be. I know my worth. People called me ugly and I believed them. I know I look good, so I'm good. I feel like, you have to have confidence, but in life you have to always have balance. And that's the challenge of life, is because it's hard to have a balance on everything. And when it comes to looks, yes, like if people put you down, there's certain situations where it's because you're in a toxic environment. And not just that, I kind of like try to get better every time I can, especially when you make mistakes. I strive to be better. I strive to be like, not just because I feel it, not just that. I want it to be showing, like I want to act on it. Whatever you say is because you're doing it. You cannot just be the same thing, like the video we were talking about earlier. If you're just being cute, then you go for a trophy wife. And that's pretty much it that you bring to the table. And you want this and this and this and that. It doesn't work that way in a relationship. But if you're a trophy wife, then it will fade. So you have to be always on top. And usually if you're a trophy wife, that means you're gonna be with someone rich dudes. And with these rich dudes, they don't really have time for you. So as a woman, there's always going to have that phase where you want physical connection, mental connection, emotional, So that's what I think. I'm going deep, guys. O, diba?
Yeah.
And you can't use the Mickey eyeglass. Can you use? Oh, you ask. Okay. Your wish is my command. Yaw yaw with you. O, diba? Hi, konnichiwa. Na-picturean nyo na screenshot nyo na, guys. Because if you're not attractive to your partner, cheating will be a higher chance because of your... The thing is with cheating, it's a choice. Whether we kind of like it or not, it's always a choice. You choose it. Relationships, I don't think looks, because looks fade. Discussions, conversations sometimes won't happen. And one thing that I've learned throughout the years, it's the commitment and your being true to your, what did you commit?
Oh, that's easy, committing to something.
No, it's not. Because it's a process. There will come a time one of you will stray away. And it's a matter of how you're gonna surpass that. So I think it's not about the looks, you cannot really go into the look department. But if you were young and, you don't know better, even me, I don't think I could date someone that I'm not attractive physically, But at the same time, I've dated people that are not that good looking either. So I think I understand what it means to be having in a committed relationship. It's about your commitment. And whether he or she is not good looking anymore, or for whatever reason, one of you had an accident and it, ruined you physically, you want someone that would actually stay with you. I think it depends on what kind of view you want in a relationship. That's where I think the unrealistic expectations comes down with. It's always nice to check on each other if you're in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship, check on yourself. Always find something that is wrong about you before you kind of complain what is wrong on the people around you, or your environment, or your situation and lack thereof. I think that's just my perspective. You guys have your own perspective. We come from different backgrounds, so everything you would say is fine. And this is what I want you to understand. If you come here to prove you're right, if you come here to prove somebody wrong, this is not the live stream for you.
Aww.
Because this live stream is about sharing stories. You can rant, you can complain on anything, you can put all of your heart out because you're depressed. But at the end of the day, at the end of the live stream, I want you to feel better and aim to get better, not to fall back on where you're doing completely wrong. I'm too passionate, guys. Sometimes I can be deep, sometimes I can be... That's why I love humor sometimes, because I could go deep. Oh, diba?
Aww.
I still love your avocado top. Yes. Diba? Ang ganda. Oh, nakapajama pa pala ako, guys. I'm with my pajama. Oh, diba? That's what live streamer guys are. In reality, guys, these are the things that matters. So these are all prepped. It's whatever. Oh, diba? Avocado. Oh, diba? Love it. And this is from Shane. I think it's Shane.